Well, yeah, Dad was. We were going to celebrate Dad's 50 years in theatre, and they were going to do some sort of play up here. And I said, Dad, which play would you love to see being done again? That and he said, look, if I see Removalists or Don's Party again, I've seen them a lot, so let's try something.
I said any play, but up for grabs because it's such. If you're a Christian, you'll cross yourself when you see it.
It's a bit risky, risque.
Ribald, a little bit ribald,
a bit rude. Yeah. And Dad's a bit of a kink, so he wanted to see it again. I said, really? You want to see Up for Grabs again? And he said, yeah, it hasn't been done for 20 odd years, and I think it's a good play.
Yeah.
And out of all of them, that's the one I want to see again. So that's how it was born, basically. And we started casting here. And there was I knew Felix had been in the play 20 years ago at the STC. And I thought, well, he can't really play Kel. Oh, he could. No offence, mate. You still look great. Yeah. You still look fantastic. But Kel's about 25 years old.
There's no wig budget.
Yeah. So I thought he'd make a brilliant Manny. So Felix read it and he said, yeah, I'm in. I'll give it a go.
But yeah, no. Some jobs you do for love, some for money, some for fame. This is money. No.
Yeah.
This is love, and also because you go. How often will you get to work with your brother and your father in like essentially your home holiday town? So I was like, when will I get to do this again? Never. So.
And it's also an exciting risk. Will we ever talk to each other again after it?
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I was saying to the cast. I was like, you better be good tonight, or when Dad comes to the show.
How do you find the direction feels?
Oh, there's direction?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still looking
Working
for it.
with family.
No.
That's the one thing they say.
Never
work with pets or family.
Yeah.
Or animals. Yeah.
Yeah. No, Rozo's very diplomatic. He's very diplomatic, and he's like, perhaps you could, why not? That's great, but maybe say some of the lines this time. So he's very diplomatic, and the thing is, I think you've had a long time to plan out exactly the look of the show. So you've got a colour palette for each character. You've done a lot of work, and you've done a lot of work at looking at different actors over the years. Who have worked here in this theatre, and you've gone, this one, and you've sort of picked your choice cast. It feels like you've cast it perfectly, because I'm playing a bastard.
Yeah. It's a terrific cast.
Yeah, no, they're really, really good. Yeah, they're really, really good.
Yeah, I think the young Kel knows that Felix played Kel 20 years ago, so he's like, I don't know, and asking Felix for advice, and then Felix is like, you know what? It's your version, and it's a great version, but it's a very strong cast. So, yeah, it should be a fun night out, I think. They're local, but a lot of them have had a lot of experience in different parts of Australia, Melbourne, Sydney. A lot of them are trained actors as well that had a bit of a sea change and moved up here. And, they're doing it for the love of it. And so it's a very strong community theatre, this one. I've spoken to other people on the sunny coast, and they're always trying to get in a show here because they think it's a great space to be in, and there's a lot of good people involved. Yeah,
there's a surprising amount of talent here, because some people do just decide we're coming here to live, and not every great actor necessarily acts professionally because they want to earn a bit more money. So the talent pool is terrific here. We still had to drag him up, though.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I actually work in real estate, and it's as well. Yeah. That's my bread and butter. And there's literally a list of people from Melbourne and Sydney who are like, if you got anything in this price bracket, we're coming up. Can you find something? It's great. We've never seen anything like it.
And also a lot of film and TV hubs are moving as well. Like there's one that's starting in Canberra, building a studio in Byron. There's more studios in the GC. It's like, I think because people realise you can put a studio anywhere.
Yeah, fantastic.
And a lot of them are digital, like all the walls are LCD, so the background's not even real.
No, look, I keep right out of it. Felix is staying with us, so he comes home at night, and if he's looking grumpy, I go, But he isn't. No, it's going well. But it's a great honour to have your two sons think you're a good enough writer to spend all this time getting my work on stage, and it's a big thrill for me. Mind you, I haven't seen the show yet, but
Coming tonight for the first
He's
time.
coming tonight to see a special run. Yeah.
No. I've stayed right away.
Yeah.
Stayed right away.
I think there is that advantage too, that it is the humour and it is the rhythm that you have grown up with. So there is this innate thing that you know. And I think there was another actor who said that as well. He said, everything I needed to know about performance I learnt around the dinner table. So you learnt how people set up gags, storytelling and the like. And so that's the kind of really comfortable thing, that you have this shorthand and you understand the real essence of Dad's work as well. And also with Rory's direction and, what he's after. We have a shorthand because we grew up together. Yeah. So it's a real advantage.
It wasn't until he was 15 that he got a word in around the table. All his siblings are very, very vocal.
Yes, that's right. Had to fight for every word. We had a lot of kids. There were five kids around the table. So it was a big family. Yeah, I mean, I think I remember going to my first show, the Sydney Theatre Company, at 5. I think it was 5, and they put me in this really tight corduroy jacket and corduroy thing. It was middle of summer, and I was sitting there as a 5-year-old, and I was kind of, a bit uncomfortable, and I was looking up, middle of the play, dead silence. I just went to my mum, I can't stand it any longer. And there was a critic sitting right behind Dad, and he just burst into laughter. He went, they didn't know I was talking about the jacket. They thought I was talking about the production. But, yeah. So, we've been around theatre for a long time. It's been a privilege to be in that space, and obviously it did influence us moving forward. We both went through NIDA and did the whole 3-year acting course, and and it's been a great experience.
That was an experience, yes. I got a call from my agent, and they said, you're sitting down, Madonna wants to do the lead in London. And I said, but she wants you to over here immediately because she doesn't like the ending. I said, oh, really? You got to rewrite the ending. Why? Because the girl, the art dealer, gets away with all these terrible things, and Madonna's very worried because she thinks there should be retribution and then redemption. So I had to rewrite the whole end of the play so that she suffered, whereas our Australian girl got away with everything and the audience loved it. But that's the difference between Australia and America, I guess.
No musical number, just a redemption. There's a song in there somewhere.
The play is about an art dealer, Simone, who is not very ethical. She wants to sell a big, important Brett Whiteley painting, and the only way she can get the painting to sell is by promising the owner $2 million, or she'll pay for it herself. She'll make up the difference. And so the pressure is really on, and she's got 3 candidates that she's trying to sell, and the methods she uses are not ones that Madonna found usual, put it that way.
She's disapproving of that.
Yeah. I think, and it plays with the 7 deadly sins a little bit, but 6 deadly sins minus sloth. I mean, there's
no sloth in the play.
No, it's very fast.
Every other thing there is, I can tell you.
Yeah.
It's not a morality play, put it that way. Yes, it is. Yeah.
I don't think we've ever all worked together.
Yes, I think it is.
This is the first time.
It's very special, I have to say.
Yes, I dare say it won't be the last, but it is the first time. Yeah. It could be the last, actually. We'll see how we go.
We haven't opened yet.
Rory's terrified. We knew the English playwright Tony Shaffer, who lived out here, and an amateur group in far north Queensland did his play and invited him along. He came and sat in the front row, and after 5 minutes, he got up, stamped his cane and said a very rude word and walked out of the theatre. So I'm sure that's not going to happen.
I've actually threatened all the actors who were a little loose on their lines. I said, look, my dad's coming tonight, and I told him that story, and I said, he's going to have his walking stick too, so watch out.
Yeah.
You know.
And they're like, Rory, there's 10 days till opening. You're like, no. It's got to be perfect.
I think they're a bit nervous about tonight because he's coming with his walking stick.
I have seen so many plays in every stage rehearsal I've directed myself. I know it won't be perfect tonight. We'll just get a bit of a glimpse.
Yeah, but it's selling very well. It's pretty much sold. It's pretty much sold out, but not yet. So if you want a ticket, now's the time.
It's like 80% sold.
Yeah.
More.
So
More.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Or maybe they'll put
Yeah.
a few more seats on. They put
we
a few
might
more
have to
performances.
add a few shows on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You'd be all right with that, Felix?
Yeah. What hell am I here for now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Extending it by 2 months.
Cut
mate.
to me
Yeah.
working at the servo. So, premium? I can do your windows. Check the oil? Yeah.